Guys, in today's session, we are going to discuss about catalog items. Catalog items. So these catalog items are used to submit the requests. Okay. So catalog items are used to submit the requests. Okay. So, well, here, guys, if you go to the personal developer instance, so if you go to the requests here, under service catalog, you can see requests here. Under service catalog, you can see requests here. Well, guys, these requests, if you want to create a request, you cannot directly create a from request table form. To create a request, you cannot directly create a request from the table form. Okay. So that means request table form is this one. This is the request table form. This is the request table form. Using request table form, we don't create the requests. Using the request table form, we don't create the requests. What we will do, we will submit the catalog item. Once we submit the catalog item, the request will be created. Once we submit the catalog item, the request will be created. You can see once I click on new here, is it taking me to the request form, request table form, or catalog items? Which one it is doing? Is it taking me to the request table form, or is it taking me to the catalog items? These all are catalog items, guys. These all are catalog items. It is taking me to catalog items. So that means these requests are created from the catalog items. These requests are not created from the request table form. So what am I doing is I am going to create one catalog item. Go to the maintain items. Go to the application navigator and type maintain items. Okay. Okay. Request lab. Mm, request lab. Okay. Instead of creating this one, resignation form. So resignation form. Okay. Just give me a moment. So resignation form. Okay. So here I am adding it under service catalog. Under service catalog, I am adding it under services. Okay. Adding it under services. Okay. Employee resignation form. Okay. So we created a catalog item. We created a catalog item called resignation form. And here this is actually the catalog. This is actually category. And this is the short description you provided, and this is the description that you provide. And if you scroll down, these are actually the main important things that we have to learn in the catalog item. Variables, variable sets, catalog UI policies, catalog client scripts, available for, not available for, categories, catalogs, catalog data lookup definitions, related articles, related catalog items, service fulfillment groups, assigned topics. These are the main important areas where we have to discuss in the catalog items. Guys, like you have fields on the form, we have variables on the catalog item. Like we have fields on the form, we have variables on the catalog form. Okay, getting my point. Okay, I'm going to create a variable. For reference. See, this variable is nothing but a field. Call it as a variable in the catalog item. In the catalog item, variable is nothing but field. Okay, order I am giving 100 here. Okay, I'm checking mandatory checkbox. Okay, requested by. Okay. So default value should be current logged in user. JavaScript colon gs.get user ID. Okay. So this is like field only, guys. We call it as field in the tables. We call it as variable in the catalog items. We call it as variable in the catalog items. Okay. Well, here I created a variable. Okay, requested by. This one is actually a select box. Resignation reason. Resignation reason, which is also a mandatory one. Okay. This one is actually a, sir, no question. Okay. This one is also a mandatory. Okay. Do you have offer from another company? Resignation reason, offer from another company. Mm. Is the work culture? Is the work pressure? Or we can some other input. This one is also a select box. Okay. 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 That's the resignation email. This one, I'm actually taking attachment variable here. Okay. So I have actually designed a resignation form. I have designed a resignation form. Requested by person will be current logged in user. Resignation reason will be a resignation reason. This is a select box type. Do you have offer from another company? And how is your experience working in this company? And a resignation email. Resignation email. So you will have to send a resignation email to your manager before you submit this catalog form. Okay. So how does it look like? And all will click on try it here. Okay. So we have to create these choices first. We have to create these choices. Okay. How exactly? How exactly this catalog form? How exactly this catalog form look in the service portal? We'll see it now. We'll click on request something here under services, right? The resignation form. This is how the resignation form look like, guys. This is how the resignation form look like. So requested by person will be the current logged in user. And resignation reason we have to add the choices. Okay, here also we have to add the choices. Then what we will do is we will actually add the choices now. Okay, we'll open the variables. Okay, these questions are nothing but choices. Okay, question choices are nothing but choices. Better opportunity. Higher studies. Health reason. Okay. So we can add as many choices as we can. Okay. Do you have any other reasons, guys, to resign? Do you have any other reasons to resign? So here you have to include that. Here you have to include the none option. None option you have to include it especially. We'll create the choices here as well. Okay, fine. Now you go to the form. You can refresh the form here. So these are the options we have here. Here I have to include none option. Okay. So an employee want to resign this one or resign the organization, they'll use this form. Okay, they'll use this form. And then what they does, they will select the resignation reason. So better opportunity. Do you have offer from another company? If yes, you will select yes. If no, you will select no. Okay. So how is your experience working in this company? So if it is good, you will mention good, great, something, whatever, like you will mention here. Attach resignation email. You will have to attach an email to your manager or supervisor, and you have to attach that email here. Yeah. Then after attaching it, you will actually click on order now. Okay. You'll click on order now. So then what happens? It will actually create a request. It will create a request. This is a resignation request. Okay. So you go here and you will be able to see. Now you are able to see three requests. Okay. Now you are able to see three requests. So this request is created from the resignation. This request is created from the resignation. Let me just add item field on the form. Mm. Okay. So this request is created from this particular catalog item, the resignation form catalog item. Okay. Under this request, if you see here, this is the requested item. This is the requested item. If you see here, what are all the details that you selected here? You are able to see them here. Requested by resignation reason, Do you have offer from another company? How is your work experience? How is your experience working in this company? And attach resignation email. So all the variable details that we selected is appearing here or not. So first of all, what is happening? Once you submit the catalog item, it is creating a request. Under this request item is created. First of all, catalog item, request, requested item. Okay, catalog item, requested item. On the requested item, you will be able to see the variables that we have. You'll be able to see the variables that we have actually submitted. Okay, you're getting my point, right? Everyone. Okay. So once this resignation catalog item is submitted, it will create a request. Another request item will be created. So then what happens is that the approval will go to the requested by manager. The approval will go to requested by manager. Okay. The approval will go to requested by manager. Once a requested by manager approves it, okay. Once a requested by manager approves it, then his resignation will be accepted. His resignation will be accepted. Okay. 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 So likewise, guys, in the farm. So here in the resignation reason, you can select other reason as well. When we select our other reason, okay, we'll create few more variables here. Hmm. Okay. So this reason variable should appear only when you select other reason in the resignation. Okay. So whenever we select other here, then reason should appear here. Reason should appear here. Okay. For that, what am I doing is in the catalog item, I am writing a catalog UI policy. Like you have table UI policies, right? We have catalog UI policies. I'm creating a catalog UI policy here. Make reason field appear other selected. Okay. Do one thing here in place of single line text, we'll select a multi-line text. So you go to the form and refresh this one. Resignation reason I am selecting here as other here. As soon as I select other here, the reason field is appearing and it is getting mandatory. If it is not other, it will disappear and it will become non-mandatory. So like you have table UI policies, we have catalog UI policies here. Like you have table UI policies, we have catalog UI policies here. So I'm selecting other here. I have to take care of my family. Then you will submit this one. Once you submit this one, it will create a request. Once request is submitted, okay, the request under the request item will be created. This is the requested item. On this requested item, it will be sending an approval to the supervisor. Your manager will receive the approval. The approval configuration we haven't done yet. Once he received the approval, he will actually approve upon the discussion. Upon discussion, he will approve it. Okay. Once it is approved, then resignation will be accepted. Resignation will be accepted. Okay. So that we'll be discussing it in tomorrow's session, guys. Okay. Any questions from anyone?
Yeah, I mean, today's session is I understood, but small thing is this is also like behave like a different table, right?
Yes.
And finally, it is navigating to our original table only, right? But this is another way we are creating.
Yes.
And another thing, Uday, actually in our form previously, I have kept the dictionary field as mandatory.
Hmm.
In this scenario here, must and should we need to keep those fields, or it's not mandatory from here?
I didn't understand. These are mandatory fields, right? They have to fill in.
Yeah, mandatory fields must and should we need to keep in the catalog item.
Yeah, what are all the required fields? Those fields we will actually make them mandatory so that they will be able to select.
Okay, okay,
It is not that we have to make all the fields mandatory.
okay,
Okay.
okay. Thank you.
Yeah. I won't be able to take the session tomorrow, guys. Okay. I won't be able to take the session tomorrow. I'll be connecting tomorrow. Tomorrow, not tomorrow. I'll be connecting on Monday.
Okay,
Yeah. Thank you.
thank you.
Thank you.